Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nidhi Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Yamete Yatmatata Shri Gurum Dinatarine Hare Krishna. So we'll continue reading Bhagavad Gita chapter 3 Karma Yoga, and today's verse is verse number 9. So let us chant the shloka. Yadnarthat karmano anyatra
Yajnartat karmanonyatra
lokoyam karma bandhanaha
lokoyam karma bandhanaha
tadartham karma kaunteya
tadattam karma kaunteya
mukta sangha samachara.
mukta sangha samachara.
Yadnarthat karmano anyatra
Yajnarthat karmanonantra
lokoyam karma bandhanaha
lokoyam karma bandhana
tadartham karma kaunteya
tadartham karma kaunteya
mukta sangha samachara.
mukta sangha samachara.
Please chant the shloka.
Yajnartat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha tadattam karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara.
Okay, so the translation and purport. Work done as sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duty for his satisfaction. In that way, you will always remain free from bondage. Purport. Since one has to work even for simple maintenance of the body, the prescribed duties for particular social position and quality are so made that purpose can be fulfilled. Yajna means Lord Vishnu, or sacrificial performance. All sacrificial performance also are meant for satisfaction of Lord Vishnu. The Vedas enjoin Yajno Vai Vishnu. In other words, the same purpose is served whether one performs prescribed yajnas or directly serves Lord Vishnu. Krishna consciousness is therefore performance of yajna as it is prescribed in this verse. The Varnashram situation also aim at satisfying Lord Vishnu. Varna ashrama achara vata purushena parha puman Vishnur aradhyate. Vishnu Puran 3.8.8. Therefore, one has to work for satisfaction of Vishnu. Any other work done in this material world will be cause of bondage, for both good and evil work have their reactions, and any reaction binds the performers. Therefore, one has to work in Krishna consciousness to satisfy Krishna or Vishnu. While performing such activities, one is in liberated stage. This is a great art of doing work, and in the beginning, this process requires very expert guidance. One should therefore act very diligently under the expert guidance of a devotee of Lord Krishna and under the direct instruction of Lord Krishna himself, under whom Arjuna had opportunity to work. Nothing should be performed for sense gratification, but everything should be done for satisfaction of Krishna. This practice will not only save one from reaction of work, but also gradually elevate one to transcendental loving service of the Lord, which alone can raise one to the kingdom of God. So, yesterday shloka we saw Krishna told that Arjuna, you have to work. His instruction was you work So you do your duty because you cannot maintain your body also without working. So now Krishna is telling how Arjuna should work, or how not only Arjuna, but how we also should work. So here Krishna is telling you should do sacrifice. Right? So sacrifice is what? Sacrifice is uh, giving up something for some higher cause or higher purpose. So, for example, those who have kids, married and who have kids, the when the kids are small, less than 1 year, then they sleep in intervals, right? So they wake up anytime. So even if they wake up in the night, the mother or father, they also wake up to take care of the kid. So actually, they wake up for higher purpose to take care of their son or daughter, right? So they sacrifice something. What they sacrifice? They sacrifice their own sleep. So this is just a simple example that we sacrifice something in our life every time. We have to sacrifice. And another meaning of sacrifice is like in India we have fire sacrifices. Like we have fire, then we put ghee or we put uh, some kokomotsu, some butter or dahi, yogurt. All this we offer into the fire, and that we call sacrifice. So all those items that we offer into the fire can be used for ourselves, but what we are doing, we are using for this purpose of sacrificing. There are purpose we for which we do the fire sacrifice. So that fire is said to be the mouth of Vishnu, through which he offers. Vishnu accepts the offerings. So this is actually physical sacrifice that we see. Mm. So the essence is you sacrifice something that can be used for yourself, or that I can use for myself. I don't use for myself, but I use for Vishnu, or I use for Krishna. So uh, so the intention and the motivation of doing the activity is different. The intention is not to enjoy the fruit or get the benefit for ourselves, but the intention or the purpose of doing any activity is to utilize the results into the service of Vishnu. So that is sacrifice. So we should so sacrifice. That's why Srila Prabhupada said the sacrifice is doing your prescribed duty for Vishnu itself is a sacrifice. So what we sacrifice? We sacrifice our own desires in the fire of doing the duties. So this is representation, right? So that's why so Krishna is telling Arjuna, you mm, sacrifice yajnarthat karmano. For yajna, you do your karma. You sacrifice your karma into the yajna, and then uh, otherwise you will what will karma bandhana. Otherwise you will get caught in the entangled in the karma. Tadartha karma kaunteya mukta sangha samaj. By doing work in this type, this way, you will be free from bondage because there will not be any karma bandhan. So um, the activity may be the same as the normal person does, going to office or going to work, whatever work you have, taking care of children, taking care of house, shopping. The act is the same, but the purpose and the intention for which we are doing that is totally different. So you will not see from outside the person is doing what type, or he's really doing karma yoga, or he's doing bhakti, or he's just doing the normal life. It's difficult because it's the internal thing. What is your intention of doing that activity? So you can go for shopping uh, for fruits or say for vegetables. So when you go for shopping, you can think that I am shopping this so that I can eat whatever I want. Or the same shopping can be done with a different consciousness, with a different intention, that I will take these nice items, vegetables, fruits. I will cut them. I will prepare something from them, and then I will offer it to Vishnu, or I will offer it to Krishna. So, and then I will receive the prasad. So, in this, the intention is totally different. And so you sacrifice our own desires for Vishnu. So the same activity turns into a yogic activity. So here Krishna is telling Arjuna also the same way. You fight. So because Krishna wants this fight to establish dharma, uh, he wants Pandavas to win. So he's asking Arjuna to fight so that Krishna or Vishnu can establish the dharmic principles or religious principles. So you don't fight for yourself to gain victory or defeat. You don't fight for yourself. You fight for the higher purpose, which is establishment of the dharma. So in this way, he's asking Arjuna to work uh, and work with sacrifice so that he will not get entangled. We have seen the example of army soldiers who fight. Soldiers who fight, they kill the opposite soldiers of the opposite army. So in that they are not nobody helps them for uh, they are never said that the soldiers who go on for war and they kill the enemies, so many people they kill, but they are not held responsible for those killings because they are following the higher orders of their higher authorities, and they are working for the higher purpose of gross example, but their purpose is to protect the country, which is a Kshatriya Dharma. So they protect the country, they protect the people of the country, so which is higher purpose. So they are not held uh, guilty for that. Right? So this is sacrifice. They sacrifice their own life for protection of the people in general. So Krishna is saying that you work for me, give up our self-centered motivations and you just work for me, and by that uh, you will get liberated, you will get the returns. What is the return of doing karma in this way? You will get mukta sangha, you will get liberated. So you work also and you get liberation also, or you get free from karma also. So this is the art of doing the work. So same activity, but doing in a different intention, in a different mood, will change the uh, whole results. So what we have to do? We have to work for Krishna, or work for Vishnu, or work as a servant of Vishnu, so that we can carry out what Vishnu wants to do. So for example, Krishna or Vishnu wants to establish the dharma. So we act as his representative and we follow the dharma. We teach people dharma, how to live with dharma, how to live a life, a sattvic life, which is aligning with the Veda or Shastra. So we teach them. So we teach people how to work, how to live. We read Bhagavad Gita, we discuss Bhagavad Gita, we read Bhagavatam, we do preaching activities, we help, we distribute books. All these activities are what? We are working on behalf of Vishnu to establish the Shastric principles. So this becomes a devotional activity rather than just reading the book or just selling the book. It becomes, it's the complete intention is different. We are not worried about the money. We are more concerned that people in general understand what is the spiritual life. So from here, from this shloka onwards, Krishna will explain more details about what is this yajna, what is the purpose of this yajna, and how doing the yajna helps you, and how different yogis or sadhus, they do the yajna, and that we will see in few verses from the 10th verse. So this chapter, Karma Yoga, is mainly focused on this principle of sacrifice and the art of doing work. So let us see more details about this art of doing this work from tomorrow continue seeing more details. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any questions, any points, any examples, any reflections?
What's the difference between sacrifice for Vishnu and sacrifice for demigod?
Yeah, so Vishnu receives the, when we do the fire sacrifice, the question is what is the difference between sacrifice for Vishnu or sacrifice for Devta? So Devta are in charge of different, what we say, departments. So Indra is in charge of, say, rain. Moonlight gives nutrients to the vegetables. The sun is in charge of the light. So they are in charge of different, how to say, areas. And Vishnu is the ultimate benefactor of all the sacrifices. So whatever is sacrifice is done for any devata, ultimately it goes to Vishnu. Ultimately it is sanctioned from Vishnu that okay, the results of this sacrifice from three devata can go to this person. So ultimately Vishnu is sanctioning all the benefits. So when we do sacrifice for Vishnu directly, it is more direct and there is more intimate dealings or relationship with Vishnu or Krishna. So just like going by steps to the 100th floor or going by lift, the destination is same. But if you go by lift, you will reach early. So similarly, we directly work under the Vishnu to spread. And so Vishnu is also taking help of all the devatas who are devotees to establish the dharma, to establish this process of sacrifice that we are going to see from tomorrow's verse. Na? How these devatas have a critical role in this sacrifice process in karma yoga and in also in karma kanda. Okay. Any other points? Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So we'll see more details from tomorrow about sacrifice, how it is